Good morning and welcome back to North Dakota Today. And today we are talking equity. We have Tony from Capital Credit Union here in studio to give us some tips and tricks on how to use home equity lines of credit and loans. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning. Thanks for having me back.
Yes, thanks for being here. So what is the difference between a home equity loan and a home equity line of credit?
So home equity loan is, first of all, any home equity loans, excuse me, are, say you have a house worth $300,000 and you owe $100,000 on your first mortgage. You can do either a home equity loan or a home equity line of credit. And that basically is a second mortgage behind your first. So a home equity loan is a fixed loan. Say you want to do a project and, hey, I want to do a 10-year loan. These are my payments. I'm going to take $50,000 and pay it off over 10 years. What we're talking a little bit more about today is the home equity line of credit, which is one of my favorite tools that we have. So say you do a $100,000 line of credit and you want to consolidate some debt, pay off some credit cards or do whatever. You can use that, you can pay it off and access it again. Usually it's a 5-year draw period. So it's just a fantastic tool for homeowners to use and tap that equity.
Definitely. So you mentioned a few ways that you can use these lines of credit and loans for. What are some other ways you can use them for?
So one of the big ones now, especially with credit card rates going through the roof and the interest rates, we're at 3%, obviously around for first mortgage. Now they're at like 6 or so. So a lot of people are staying in their homes. So I've had a ton of home equities lately, which is great with our members over at Capital Credit Union. And we also offer a fixed rate, and not many places do. So usually a home equity, a HELOC is based off prime, which is right around 8%. We have a fixed rate at 10 years or 15 years, which is actually lower than prime. So it's a fantastic product. But what I've done a lot is, say you want to stay in your house because you don't want to move because you got a good interest rate. So a lot of like, I want to redo my deck, I want to redo my siding, redo my kitchen, all those fun things. A lot of debt consolidation, kind of with inflation. Obviously, everybody's kind of feeling that pinch lately. So I know every time I go to the store, I'm like, wow, I didn't get anything. It's $100.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And so a lot of debt consolidation. So I would encourage people to reach out and look at that option. It's my favorite option. It can save you, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in interest and paying off those high interest credit cards, the home improvement loans, kind of everything. So if you do have that equity, I would encourage people to look into that option. You can go up to 90% loan to value typically. So let's just say for easy math purposes, you have a $100,000 house and maybe you owe $50,000 on your first. You could do up to 90% or another $40,000 on that. So it's a fantastic tool if you've been in your house a while and have some of that equity to tap.
Yes, definitely. Well, that sounds like a really great opportunity. So how does one start the process of getting a loan or a line of credit?
Well, I would encourage you to reach out to your loan officer. They can contact us at capcu.org, and we're at the Veterans Avenue location, and then the one off 13th too. I handle most of the HELOCs in town. We also obviously have a huge presence in Bismarck too, so you can reach out if you're in Bismarck and seeing this. You can apply online, or you can just call us up and we can set an appointment to kind of go over the options, see where we're at. Seeing what's going to make the most sense for each person, because everybody's different. Their credit situation, their debt to income situation. And so I think it's best to sit down. I still like old school face-to-face a little bit, and just getting that, what are you looking for, and just finding the best options for our members.
Well, that is wonderful. So what makes Capital Credit Union different than your competitors?
Like I said, one of the things when I came over to Capital about 4 months ago is we actually have a fixed home equity line of credit for a fixed rate, which is very rare. And the rate's lower than the variable rate, because you can do a variable rate or you can do a fixed rate. Obviously, everybody's a bit surprised kind of how rates have gone up in the past year and a half. So to be able to lock in that rate so you don't have to worry about, oh gosh, rates are at 8, what if they go to 9? That's going to affect my payment. So that's been the vast majority of what I'm doing right now is those fixed home equity loans and getting people to tap that equity if they're staying in their home, paying off debt. Some people have bought maybe a lake cabin. They want to get some down payment money off their first one. So a lot of different options, a lot of different reasons why someone would do a home equity loan.
Well, awesome. So how can people get more information?
They can check us out at capcu.org. They can call one of our branches at 13th or Veterans and schedule an appointment, or just call up and ask for me, Tony.
And you guys have locations in Bismarck. Do you have any other locations as well?
Yeah, we have Hazen and Beulah. We have a huge presence since we originated in Bismarck. So all over there, we have 2 in Fargo right now. We're looking at adding a 3rd. That'll be down the road a little bit, but fairly soon. So yes, reach out online or give us a call or stop on in.
Well, that is so exciting. And thank you so much, Tony, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
Yes, we have much more North Dakota Today coming up after the break.